Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast. This is episode number 896, and it's an update for Saturday, late hours again. Typical Saturday, and deployment of our small business, the sauna on the beach. The weather was okay, it wasn't bad at all. It was dry and mostly pretty pleasant, albeit it was cloudy, so it's not yet that time of year where you can enjoy beautiful weather, but we're getting close. Because of the typical Saturday, there's not much that I can update you on, but I have two things to mention. So the first one is, as title suggests, 1333, and it relates to my progress in a different habit than the Blunt Force Healing project, which is Duolingo. And I use Duolingo, and some people have doubts about the usability of apps and their effectiveness. And I admit that they're definitely not tools or standalone tools that can teach you a language. But over the last 1,333 days, which is the streak that I have in Duolingo, I can say with confidence that the app is enough to get your head around the language, to understand its kind of core structure a little bit, to get basics, to understand it, and some basic to start trying and create simple sentences and express your thoughts. And I tested that after all those years, because it's over 3 years now, almost 4, that I use Duolingo for different languages. And I think majority of it was Spanish, and I tested that recently on Tenerife, and I must say that I was surprised how well I was able to mount certain words into sentences and say them properly enough for the native speakers to understand it. And I also understood a lot of stuff, especially written stuff. Maybe not yet a spoken stuff, especially when people speak kind of common daily language in Spanish with some, localized wordings, and they speak very fast. So it's not yet that level, but I'm surprised how much I can understand and how much I can express already, even though I stopped it and now I switched to Portuguese because we are planning the trip to Portugal in May. So I want to get a very, very basic understanding of Portuguese as well. And so far so good. It's very different than the Spanish, but has a lot of common things that Spanish does. A lot of words are very common or similar. So it's much easier to combine existing knowledge and just kind of change the written or pronounced versions of the pretty much the same words. And yeah, so basically the title 1333 is basically the streak in Duolingo of 1,333 days. So that's my update. And there's a little pre-update for tomorrow, because tomorrow is Sunday. And we'll be operating only half day because Julian's league season starts tomorrow with the first match. And we need to wrap up with the sauna, leave the sauna at home, and then I need to bring Julian to, I think it's Inver, which is about 15 minutes drive from us. So not far, but we need to be early for the warm-up and the match. And we'll see how it goes. I don't think it's a match that counts towards the league. More like a warm-up and thing that will synchronize guys a little bit, because they move in between under 12 to under 14 squad, and some of them stayed in under 12 because they are younger, and Julian and a couple of others moved to under 14, and the guys in under 14 are also split because some of them stayed for another season and the older guys moved to under 16. So there is a bit of work in rejoining them and merging the understanding of each other. The previous team was in the development for 2 years, and they already knew themselves very well, and they played well. But now it's kind of maybe not rebuilding of the team, but the team is split into different guys, and they need to get to know each other, the strengths, the weaknesses, and how to play together. So that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of the day, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are on this beautiful planet. Stay tuned, and see you again tomorrow.